It's number 69. It is number 69, your number this week. Now it's time. Now it's time to follow your dreams. Now it's time to follow your passion. There is such an important collaboration coming up. My gorgeous Sagittarini, there is such an important collaboration coming up. You have been waiting for this for a very, very long time. There is something which is going to be keep on putting you off when it comes to this collaboration, and I need you to remain strong. I need you to remain balanced, okay? At this time of your life, I would highly suggest you to try to spend some time in nature. Try to somehow ground yourself. Try to recenter yourself, because this is going to be something you most simply need to do. Every single one of us is on this earth for a reason. We are on this earth for a reason. And the way we know what this reason is, or the only way to find out what this reason is only by us following and giving our full attention towards those things that we feel fully drawn towards. There is a reason why we feel so drawn towards certain things. This is an energy that you need to follow, because there is a lot that it's going to be answered. There is a lot that it's going to start making sense that didn't make sense before, because this in itself is leading towards this particular path which is intended only for you. But only you can allow this to happen. Okay? So that's why I need you to take this collaboration in whichever form this comes. Do you hear me? In whichever form this comes, I need you to take this collaboration very, very seriously indeed. You need to understand one thing. You need to put this collaboration as a priority number one. Okay? Having said that, when it comes to the beginning of this week, when it comes to the beginning of this week, oh God, there is no other way of saying this, but something is going to happen at around the beginning of this week, and it's not going to be that pleasant. Okay? By the way, this is not going to be a negative reading, it's not going to be a dark reading or anything like that, but I need to tell you this, you need to know this, that something maybe a little bit negative it's going to happen at around the beginning of this week. Something it's either going to come to an end, something it's either going to come to an abrupt end, or something is, or you're going to realize that something it's not going to work out for you. Okay? In whichever way this comes up, in whichever way this happens, you are going to feel a little bit down. You're going to feel a little bit frustrated with yourself. You will be blaming yourself because of this. What's going to happen and what's going to take place. You know why are you going to be blaming yourself for this? Because it's your own fault. Sorry, but because it is, you know, I repeat, this is not going to be like a negative reading, please. But, you know, whatever happens, whether something is going to come to an abrupt end, whether something is just going to come to an end, or whether something it's not gonna, whether you're gonna realize that what is not gonna work out for you whatsoever, it's all based around the same thing. whatever it's going to come to an abrupt end, or whatever it's going to come to an end, or whatever you realize that it's not going to work for you, you will feel frustrated, you will feel a little bit angry with yourself, because you will instantly know, you will instantly realize, why has this happened? Why has this come to an end? Why this has come to an end? Why is this not going to work? Why is this not going to work out for you? You will instantly realize it's because you haven't done something really specific. You haven't made a certain step, you haven't made a certain move, you maybe didn't give enough towards it, or you didn't give something towards it, or something like that, you know. And this is why you are going to feel so frustrated, because you are really kind of, this is part of your plan. This is like some part of your major plan. This was and this has been part of your major plan. So of course that you're going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel a little bit angry with yourself, because you will know instantly why this happened and what you didn't do. You know, so of course that you are going to be like kind of blaming yourself, my gorgeous Sagittarini. But then you are also going to be speaking to somebody about it. And I can see you speaking to somebody like really kind of very intelligent and very wise, you know, and you know, somebody really smart, really intelligent, somebody really serious. This person is going to be so serious, you know. And you're going to be speaking to somebody, and this person is going to give you such an important advice based on this. And I suggest you to follow this advice, whatever this is. I really suggest you to follow this advice. And you are going to, hallelujah, you are going to, because I can see you making an important decision based on that advice, based on that situation that took place at the beginning of this week. And you're going to realize that, oh God, you're going to need to do something you don't really want to do right now. You know, and you're going to need to be a little bit patient, and you're going to need to do something you don't want to do right now. And, you know, my gorgeous Sagittarini, like, this will really worry you, because maybe you're going to need to talk to the certain person, or, you know, like maybe you're going to need to talk to the certain people, or talk to the certain person, or maybe you're going to need to do something really specific, you know, right now that you don't want to do. But actually, you are going to be pleasantly surprised. You know, I think that it's boiling down to, it's going to be leading to, sorry, I'm making it really confusing, isn't it? I think that you're going to speak to one particular person, that first person that I mentioned initially at the beginning. It's going to give you a really wise advice what to do when it comes to this. And this wise advice is going to be consisting of you speaking to somebody else, whether this is going to be one person or a group of people. And this is about this situation that happened to you at the beginning of this week. And this is going to worry you. This is going to really put you off. You will really not want to do this. But you should do this immediately, because this in itself is going to end up to be such a pleasant surprise. Something really pleasant is going to happen. And there is a very interesting suggestion. You are going to have a very unusual suggestion. You are going to have a very unusual suggestion, actually. So this is going to end up to be really pleasant, and really surprising, and a really positive experience. And on top of all that, you are going to have this unusual suggestion, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And when it comes to this... now I'm in the middle. Yeah, when it comes to... Am I? Yeah, I think I am. When it comes to this... my OCD. When it comes to this unusual... sorry. When it comes to this unusual suggestion you're going to have, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you just need to follow your heart when it comes to it. Follow your heart, and you're not going to be led astray. When it comes to that unusual suggestion, you're instantly gonna, what you should do based on that negative situation that happened at the beginning of this week. You're going to have this unusual suggestion, and you're going to perk up almost instantly, although this is going to be really unusual. This is really going to be consisting of things, several things you don't want to do, several things you are not experienced with, several things you've never done before. But my God, you're not going to be able to explain where this kind of excitement is going to come from. And now again, this is the sign you need to follow, this energy you need to follow. You need to follow your heart. You need to follow your heart, because when it comes to this unusual suggestion, things are going to feel uncertain. Very, very uncertain. What's going to happen next? As long as you keep things traditional, you are going to be absolutely fine based on this unusual suggestion. As long as you keep things traditional, you are going to be absolutely fine. And this is what I need you to remember. And also, at around the beginning of this week, there is somebody who is going to be going through something very, very difficult. Somebody in your life will be acting very strange. And this person will be somebody who is very close to you. This person will be acting really bizarre and really, really strange and really weird. And that person is going through something, of course, obviously. But what I need you to remember is, don't make things difficult for this person. I know you wouldn't. You're Sagittarini, you're clever, you're smart, you're wise. You know, you're very, very intuitive. I'm not saying you wouldn't be nice to this person, but I'm just saying what you should do is, as soon as you notice this, to not to criticize this person or anything like that. In fact, completely opposite. Don't highlight what this person is saying. Don't highlight what this person is doing. You know, what you need to do is completely opposite. Just talk to this person in such a way where you can express your feelings and your emotions in such a way where what makes this person stand out, what makes this person different, what makes this person special. That's what I need you to do when it comes to that person. Okay? Do you know what I mean? So this is something you should do. And because that person is at the brink of something really important, and by you saying this person is going to make the right commitment in life, which you're of course both going to benefit from. Okay? That's what I need you to remember. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, 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 Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagittarini. Pam 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 param pam pam pa pam pa param pam param pam pa 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 pararam pam 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 param pam pam pa pam pa para pam para pam pa 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 pararam. Yes, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and also just going back to what I said at the beginning of this reading. Sorry, I don't want to make this confusing, but you know, when I said something negative, it's gonna happen. You know, something is gonna come to an abrupt end, or something is going to come to an end, or you're gonna realize that something is not gonna work out, blah blah blah. Now, after everything that I said that you're gonna get a wise advice first, what to do, and then you're gonna need to go to talk to somebody else after you get this wise advice. This part of this wise advice is going to be you needing to talk to somebody else who you don't want to talk to, whether this is a one person or group of people, and this is actually going to end up to be really pleasant experience. And on top of all that, something really unusual but mind-blowing, it's going to be suggested, which, hallelujah, you are indeed going to take very seriously. You know, uncertain it's to do with like things being uncertain at this stage quite a lot. But as long as you keep things traditional, you are going to be absolutely fine. Oh, that's what I said. The reason why am I repeating this, because when it comes to the mid part of this week, this is why you are going to have this absolutely brilliant idea. When it comes to the midweek, you are going to have this absolutely brilliant idea. And when it comes to this, because your mind is going to open, you are going to find yourself on the right track, you are going to find yourself reconnecting with yourself, and this is going to really reflect a lot on your own spirituality. And suddenly at around the midweek, you're also going to be reminded of something you used to do in terms of your own spirituality, and you haven't done this for absolute ages. You forgot about this, you didn't do this because you had a lot on your mind, and this is a great time that you are being reminded of something spiritual you used to do. It means that you are coming home to yourself, you're being reconnected with yourself. This is brilliant, and that's why you're going to have, because your mind is about to open, and it happens at a time when we are reconnecting with ourselves big time. Okay, so you are going to have absolutely brilliant idea when it comes to the midweek, and this idea is going to be brilliant, but something it's going to really scare you about this idea. Something it's like kind of going to be putting you off every now and then. And I think that there are going to be a couple of things, to be quite honest with you. And that's why you're going to end up within this hermit mode, where you're going to be thinking a lot about everything. Oh my God, oh my God. But you need to be bigger than your fears. Now it's time to be bigger than your fears. And you are going to be sorry, you are going to be bigger than your fears, my gorgeous Sagittarini, when it comes to this brilliant idea, an additional brilliant idea you're going to have based on what's going to happen at the beginning of this week. So the bottom line is that you are going to have this brilliant additional idea. And it's time to be bigger than your fears, because there are a couple of things that are going to be putting you off. It's about you trying something, it's about you exploring something, but it's based on this situation, what's going to happen at around the beginning of this week. It's time to be bigger than your fears. There are a couple of things that are going to be putting you off. There are a couple of things that are going to be bringing you down. And even to make it even worse, somebody very close to you, when they hear about this idea, they're going to try to stop you. They're going to try to put you off from this idea, like immediately, to make things even worse, to be quite honest. But you are having the right idea. You are having a smart idea. You are having a really wise idea. This idea is so clever, so clever. Your life is actually going to become so much more practical in general. And financially, this is going to be brilliant. Okay? Financially, this is going to be brilliant, and you're going to realize how powerful you actually are. You're going to realize how strong you actually are. You're going to realize how clever you actually are. The whole this situation is going to pleasantly surprise you. You know, my gorgeous Sagittarini, there is a solution to every problem. Did you hear that? Little crow. Hello, sister. There is a solution. There is a solution to every problem. Little crow is like another one over there. There is not a crow, but a different bird. There is a solution. There is a solution to like every problem. Sure. I don't know if you can hear a crow. Every time when I say this crow is like bam bam. Hello, darling. You know, it's like so cute. Like she knows what am I talking about. She knows what am I saying. I love animals so much. I appreciate animals. I appreciate nature. I love animals. I love nature. I can't even hurt like a bug. You know, what people don't understand that, you know, bugs and insects, some people think that they're stupid, that they don't think, you know, but they do think. They do think. There's the whole world, the whole thing going on. People are simply not aware of, or people just don't want to be aware of, you know. People think if a certain bug hasn't got a brain, or if the brain is really tiny or something like that, if there are a couple of brain cells or something like that, some people think that it makes this insect really stupid. Or no, 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 not at all. If an insect is running away, then that means, if an insect, is scared of you and it's running away, that means that, it's got mind, it's running for its dear life. So it means that it's got a conscience, do you know what I mean? So it's sad that lots of people don't realize this, But yeah, anyway, so listen, yeah, so that's what I was going to say. So you're going to realize at around the midweek, that how strong you actually are, which is ever so important, how powerful you actually are. And also, by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarius, you know what? It's to do with this situation, that you will be reminded of this situation. There is something that... you will be reminded of this situation, something that broke your heart within the last few months or so. Something broke your heart, and something turned your life around in a negative way, in a bad way, and it affected even your emotions, your mental well-being, your spiritual well-being, and it even affected your finances, and it created such a big and heavy problem, such a big and heavy burden, and you've been working on this, you've been trying to fix this, and do you know what? You are going to have such an amazing indication at around the end of this week. You're going to be reminded of this burden. You're going to be reminded of this problem. You're going to have such an amazing indication that this problem is going to finally come to an end. And you have been really struggling because of this, and you're going to have such an important indication, an important sign, confirmation that this problem is finally going to come to an end, and this problem did create a really big challenge, a really big burden, a really big challenge, because you couldn't start what you wanted to start, you couldn't do what you wanted to do. This affected your confidence, it affected your self-esteem. Oh my God, it affected every aspect of you. Only now you're going to be able to realize this, only now you will be able to see the bigger picture. But the bottom line is that this challenge is going to come towards this successful end. Okay, and this is brilliant because it has been a really, really hard work. So now something is going to be uncovered, and what's going to be uncovered with all this within the next day, you are clearly going to realize what in your life has come to an end, what in your life you need to move on from, what in your life you need to walk away from. You will realize what has clearly come to an end, or what you clearly need to walk away from after this moment in time. And the sooner you do this, the happier you're going to be. The sooner you do this, the whole new phase of your life is about to begin. Okay, so this is what I need you to know. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards. Sagittarini, Sagittarini, pam 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 pam. Pam 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 pam. Listen, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just gonna shuffle these cards and I'm gonna see what's gonna be a tarot card of the week. Well, there you go. You see, there is a really beautiful person, somebody very intelligent, somebody with such a perfect balance when it comes to their intelligence in general, when it comes to their emotions. This beautiful man, it is about this beautiful man who is also very spiritual. You are really going to pick up because of this person. This person is really going to inspire you to carry on with things in life that are important to you. Through this person, it's also going to be highlighted what you should be avoiding, what you must not give your attention to anymore, and most importantly, what you should be giving your full attention to. And there are certain realizations you are going to have in terms of your lifestyle as well, what you should be doing. I really strongly suggest you to take this very, very seriously, because it's going to have such a positive impact on your life. Hello my gorgeous people, I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mug collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mugs designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a Full Moon Fuel, a lunar inspired mug for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mugs, they're intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all 3. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you.